The long-awaited Assassin's Creed game in Japan has finally been revealed, and I think it has some potential, which is something I thought I would never say. This is because the studio behind it was responsible for the weaker games in the franchise like Syndicate and Odyssey, at least in my opinion, so I was always going to be skeptical for this. But there are some good things about this game that gives me a bit of hope. This game will have two protagonists, which is Ubisoft Quebec style. The first one is Naoe, who is a female shinobi as well as an assassin, and the other is Yasuke, who is a legendary samurai. In fact, it's the first time we are playing as a historical figure that actually existed. I'm looking forward to seeing how their journey impacts each other and how both of them will interact with the Brotherhood. Another exciting thing is that they will both have their own unique playstyles, and from what Ubisoft is saying so far, it sounds much better than what they tried to do before. For example, in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, they tried to market Evie and Jacob as two unique characters that have their own gameplay style, but once you actually played the game, there wasn't that much of a difference. Both of them had like 2 or 3 unique skills that the other did not have, which was not enough to make them stand out from each other. At least in Assassin's Creed Shadows, they are trying to change that. Naoe will play more like an actual assassin, with her having proficiency in stealth. She will have tools like the grapple hook, smoke bombs, kunais, shurikens, and a hidden blade. I also like how a hidden blade works like a pivot blade, which is a callback to Assassin's Creed 3 where it was the first time we were shown this blade. Hidden blade combat will also be returning after more than 10 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they are going to improve upon what came before. Hidden blade combat was always cool to experiment with, as it was very high risk, high reward, and it's great that it's going to be making a return. As for Yasuke, he won't be as useful in stealth when compared to Naoe because he is a samurai, so he is more suited to frontline combat, which is not Naoe's forte. Yasuke will have skills like attacking, blocking, and parrying, typically what you would see in the more combat-based character. He will also have a decent amount of weapons like katanas, kanobo, bows, naginata, and many more. So yeah, it looks like Naoe is more of a stealth character, while Yasuke is more combat based. I wonder how deep this system goes because we can choose which character we want to use for a specific mission, so I wonder if they will have some consequences for that, like bringing Yasuke for a more stealth orientated mission or bringing Naoe for a mission that's more focused on combat. You will definitely learn more about this when they decide to show off the actual gameplay next month during Ubisoft Forward. The creative director of this game also said that in certain cutscenes you can choose which character you want to speak in that specific scene and they will say different things. I wonder how varied this is going to be, and it sounds interesting. But there is a reason why I said AC Shadows might only have some potential, and it's because there are still some things that I'm worried about when it comes to this game. First off, the map is about the size of AC Origins map, which is quite massive, and Ubisoft Quebec's last AC game really struggled with bloat, so it could be a problem here as well. How they price the game is classic Ubisoft, where they have you pre-ordering the game before they show off gameplay, and they also have even more expensive versions where they charge you for future DLCs that you know nothing about. Ubisoft has always done this, but it is always a sad thing to see. But on the bright side, it's a bit better now because they are offering a Ubisoft Plus option where you can just subscribe to their game service and play it for a month at an affordable price. So if you really don't want to fork out money for this game, you can always just use the subscription service. Another thing I'm worried about for this game is the microtransactions. I've never been a fan of microtransactions in fully priced single player games cause you already paid tons of money to play the game. But Ubisoft wants to charge you even more for additional items that seem to be working out great for them because Valhalla made about $1 billion from this system, so it's not going anywhere and it might just get worse. I'm also a bit worried about how they are going to handle the lore in this game cause Ubisoft Quebec's previous AC game did not handle that part quite well. Despite some of these problems though, I still think that this game has some potential. It has an interesting premise for both of the characters along with a gorgeous setting. There was also quite a bit of assassin iconography in the trailer, which Ubisoft Quebec did not really focus on in their previous game, so this could be a good sign, though I like to see more of the Assassin Brotherhood being shown off. Maybe in the future trailers they will show off the aspect a bit more. How they are describing the gameplay also sounds promising, but I definitely like to see the gameplay up close to see how good it actually is. I will still remain cautiously optimistic since this is Ubisoft, so things could always go wrong. But this game so far looks promising, at least for now, and I'm excited to see more. Anyways, what do you guys think of this game so far? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruin, signing out.